All systems go. Clear for takeoff.
What is up, everybody? Big Marley 3 from SHIPIT Nation here to break down the Week 8 NFL Primetime Slate for you guys. But before I get into this short slate, I want to mention that we have a 10% discount available right now over at SHIPITNation.com with promo code NBA10. The NBA just started up, and we've already had a couple big wins over in our Discord. You get all sports for only $69 a month, and we have been crushing all sports. Now you can save 10% with that promo code NBA10. So come join the nation and get in on these big wins. Once you sign up, you will get access to this 4-hour educational video from our guys Hoop and Tambo. They are two of the best in the industry, and they're giving away all their secrets in this 4-hour video. Hoop talks about winning the Millie Maker last year, and Tambo crushes qualifiers and live finals. So he talks about his strategies for those, along with a bunch of other great information to help you guys become better DFS players. They also just launched this 2-hour NBA course as well that you can learn from. So there is no better time to sign up. All sports for just one price. All right, let's get into this 2-game primetime slate. Both of these games have a 46-point game total, and there are two clear teams that everyone will be targeting. The Sunday night game is the Bears at the Chargers, and Justin Fields is out again. Tyson Bagent did lead the Bears to a big win last week, but he only had 162 passing yards and less than 13 DraftKings points, so he wasn't a great fantasy quarterback, and I really don't expect him to have a big ceiling here either. But he does have a great matchup against the Chargers defense. DJ Moore is only 5,900 this week, and he did have 9 targets last week, so he would be my favorite pass catcher on the Bears. And really the only other one that I would be looking to target, I think, would be Cole Kmet at tight end. But he did put up a 0 last week, so I would really only want him if he's going to be at a discounted ownership. And then at running back, Dante Foreman had a huge week last week with 3 touchdowns and 120 total yards. So he's probably my favorite option on the Bears this week. But they do have the rookie, Rashawn Johnson, and he's even cheaper at $5K. He is back this week, so I think he is in play as well at lower ownership. And then the Chargers, they are 8-point home favorites this week, and they're the team that everyone's going to want to target with their 27-point team total. The main guys will be Justin Herbert at quarterback, Austin Eckler at running back, and Keenan Allen at wide receiver. And I probably do want to make a rule that Allen or Eckler is in each of my lineups because I think that one of them will do really well on the slate. But I also like mixing in different stacks with these 3 guys, and then we can throw in 1 or 2 of the cheap plays to make our lineup a little bit more contrarian and help us pay up for the Allens and Ecklers of the slate. Gerald Everett is a cheap tight end option, but he is questionable this week. If he sits, then Donald Parham Jr. comes into play at $3K, and I wouldn't mind him at all stacked with Herbert. And he's a big red zone target as well, huge guy. And then at wide receiver, we have Josh Palmer. He's got the Q tag as well, but if he plays, then I like mixing him into stacks. And he has had at least 7 targets in the last 4 games. And then if he sits, then we have the rookie Quentin Johnston who comes into play. He's only 3,400, and he could be a big play receiver if they actually start throwing it to him. All right, and then the Monday night game, we have the Raiders at the Lions. Jimmy G is back this week, so that makes me like the wide receivers more, but that only includes Devontae Adams and Jacoby Myers, and I really don't want to roster any of these other wide receivers on the team. I'm fine stacking Jimmy G with either or both of these guys, but Devontae Adams would be my favorite play on the team. And then we also have Josh Jacobs at running back. He's got a workhorse role. We could toss him into stacks if we want to, or we could just use him solo or paired with one of those 2 wide receivers. It is just those 4 guys for me, though. But Mayer at tight end, he's only 2,900. If we have to pay down at this position, I'm fine mixing him in as well. I just would prefer not to go there because I think that the field would be a little bit over on him. All right, and then the Lions are going to be the team that everyone wants to target. They're 8.5-point favorites with a 27.25 team total. But there's lots of ways we could stack up this offense. Running back does get a little bit more difficult if David Montgomery plays, but I am fine using him if he does. If he sits, though, then Jahmyr Gibbs becomes my favorite running back on the slate at 6,500. And we can also stack him with Goff after seeing 10 targets last week. Amon-Ra St. Brown will be my favorite Goff stack piece, though, and he seems good for 20-plus most weeks, and he had 19 targets last week. Sam Laporta is going to be the top tight end on the slate at 5,100, but he should be the chalk at the position. There's lots of ways we can get different, though, with the wide receivers, and they're all cheap. We have Josh Reynolds. He is 4,100, and he is averaging 59.5 receiving yards in the last 4 games. And then we have the 2 speedsters for even cheaper. And they can get there with just one long catch. We have Jamison Williams at 3,600, and then we also have Khalif Raymond at 3,200. They should both be low owned, and they help us pay up for the Premier's plays on this slate. So I don't mind going there on a 2-gamer. But those are all of the players I will be rostering on this primetime slate. If you guys want to see all my plays and notes, they will be posted over at SHIPITNation.com. Go sign up with promo code NBA10, and you'll save 10% every month. All sports included for just one price. I will be back next week with another primetime slate breakdown, but if you guys can hit that like and subscribe button for us, it really helps out. Good luck on this 2-game slate. I hope to see some Ship It logos up top. Thanks for listening. Go ship something. We'll see you next.